right, we're live. What's up, everybody? I like to wait until I see all of my channels lit up and going. We're live. Hey, Michael Goldsmith, you beat four-name girl. Way to go. That's hard to do. Nobody ever does it. You did it. There she is. You beat her by 6 seconds, bro. You beat four-name girl by 6 seconds. You're the reigning champ now, Michael. Way to go. Michael, Nick Brown, Hippie Chick, Steve Running. How goes the fabulous day? It's going fabulous. You know, maybe not so much for people who got the eviction moratorium. Let's start with that, right? 1 minute, 20 seconds in. I've already got the article ready for you to go. This is a little hard to watch, but, you know, anytime you see politicians making promises and grandstanding, you should be very suspicious. I was very suspicious when I saw CORI sleeping on the steps of the government building, you know, whether the Capitol or whatever, saying, you know, and talking to Chuck Schumer and AOC. And I thought to myself, well, they're just forming alliances. They're not working for us. And I tweeted about it and I said, this is all bullshit. And I said, look at these idiots. And I laughed at CORI Bush and I laughed at AOC. And we talked about it. Well, guess what, guys? Once again, I was right. I hate to fucking rub it in because everybody hurts on this one. But once again, if you listen to me, and I told you this was bullshit and they weren't going to do shit for you, go back and watch. Here it is.
The Supreme Court now, the conservative majority has blocked the Biden administration's temporary ban on evictions. Weijia Jiang is here now to break this ruling down for us. Weijia, good morning. Is this a blow for the president at the hands of the high court?
I mean, you may remember that President Biden was not going to try to implement any additional measure to help people who were struggling to pay the rent because he said, despite trying, despite the CDC looking for a legal path forward, there simply wasn't one. But there was mounting pressure from progressive lawmakers. You might remember CORI Bush, who was literally camped out on the steps of the Capitol because she was urging the administration to act. And, you know, at the end of the day, he said, I'm going to give this a shot, even though he acknowledged it was likely not going to pass constitutional muster. But the one thing that...
That's what Joe Biden's MO is. We finally caught it. He likes to promise shit that he knows you're not going to get just to appease you for as long as he can. Oh, I'm getting us out of Afghanistan. Oh, I'm going to forgive your eviction payments, your rent. He knows he can't do any of it. He just sits there and promises. I bet you he told his wife he had a fucking 12-inch dick, too. And she found out he didn't even have a dick, but she married him anyway.
May have done is give some local and state jurisdictions more time
hey,
to
Steve, what's up?
funds that Congress had already approved. But it doesn't seem like they did that much with the
Yeah,
time.
don't get jalapenos in your eyes, bro. Don't get jalapenos eye.
Only about $5.1 billion of the $46 billion already approved by Congress for rental assistance has gone out through the end of July. And
at this point, this is elder abuse. Elder abuse? Yes. Yeah, it's not just elder abuse, it's human being abuse, but yeah, it's abusing elders too, Killer B, I agree with you. Then it's afoot. I don't know what you're saying. He said 12.
so that's precisely what...
You guys are you're making dick jokes and I'm just getting them. It's afoot. He said 12, come on. It's Joe Biden. Hey, it's Joe Biden. I can run upstairs in lightning speed. You know? Without tripping, ever.
The administration, what President Biden will...
Cheers. No longer going to cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all.
Since it's just sitting there.
So, Weijia, how did the administration respond to this ruling?
Well, Jen Psaki, the press secretary, issued a statement. She said that the White House was really disappointed and said once again that as a result,
Is her name Rita?
Really, the only recourse.
Is her name Rita?
That's my assessment of this, but her words. She did say that the president would continue to call on state and local governments to distribute some of that funding because, again, they already know it's there and they are quite frustrated. They have been now for several weeks, knowing that there's red tape to cut that they want to see gone because the critical moment here is for those people who are wondering every day whether they're going to be kicked out of their homes or not.
But this is not the first time this has happened. I mean, the last time that this was overruled by the Supreme Court, the administration basically said, like, our hands are tied, we can't do it anymore. The Supreme Court said we can't. And as you mentioned, they did it again. There's still this unspent money. So what more can they do? Can they push Congress to act? Where do they go from here?
Well, they will try to push Congress to act, right? Because that's exactly what the ruling said, that it must be up to those lawmakers to authorize this, not any federal agency that wants to enforce power that it does not have. But the reason why President Biden had to move forward without lawmakers is because they did not have the votes. You may remember this was a little bit of a hot potato. The administration called on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to do something, to take it to the floor, to have a vote on legislation to extend the moratorium. That caught the speaker a little bit by surprise, and there was this back and forth, very public, almost blame game happening about whose responsibility it was to try to extend the moratorium. And the House Speaker said, look, I would love to be able to do this, but she simply did not have the votes. And that was just about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it's difficult to imagine that between then and now, more Republicans have changed their minds, unless they're hearing from constituents that they're about to become homeless. And so it is up to Congress, and President Biden will pressure them. But short of that, there's not much the administration can do, at least legally, as we just saw from this ruling.
And do we know when this goes into effect or how many people approximately it's going to affect?
So it impacts about 3.5 to 4 million people who had said, even 2 months ago, they were at risk for losing their homes. And the last eviction moratorium already ended on July 31st. And so it's done. There is not this federal protection that bans landlords from trying to push people out of their homes. But, that's the other piece of this, right? Because landlords say they have bills to pay too. And so, they are struggling as well without rent money coming in. And that's why, it's just another sign, Christina, of how devastating this pandemic has been financially on the millions of Americans who, again, are now wondering, without this protection, how they are going to pay the bill.
Devastating and with no easy solutions. Ouija, thank you so much.
Sure.
It's fucking crazy, right? So, the Supreme Court of the United States, 12 rich judges and lawyers get to decide for the rest of America, the poors, whether or not they get to stay in their homes or not. And of course, the 12 of those cunts say no. Nope. All hail the godlike fucking landlord. So everybody loses. Everybody fucking loses. News people, here we go. Huh. He's waiting for his Grand Slam breakfast. Yeah, he is. I know. We're just letting the fires burn, man. And by fires, I don't just mean fires. Fox and the Big Lie, Part 1. 45-minute video. How Murdoch's Fox News allowed Trump's propaganda to destabilize democracy. Damn.
This program contains coarse language.
Well, they're going to be talking about Donald Trump. Of course it does.
My son James. James, are you in the newspaper business too?
I want to be.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Tell us about your dad. We only know him through the newspapers. How would you describe your dad?
Well, different from what the newspapers say in TV shows. Well, I think that the papers and the shows about him and stuff make him look a little like too mean and dark and sinister. And really, he's a really nice person, a fun person.
Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It's LA, 1984. The newspaper baron will soon buy a Hollywood studio and become an American in order to create the Fox television network.
Sending another witness for the defense. All right, Brian, we're talking about your father, Stanley Siegel. And you know your brother, and of course you know your father, right?
The proud father's two sons are the future of his dynasty.
Tell us about your father a little bit. Tell us the best thing about your dad.
Best thing?
Yes.
Let's see.
Where are these
well, he
kids?
always likes to go camping with us.
I wonder what happened to his kids. You never hear about the Murdoch kids anymore, do you? This is pretty fucking interesting. I didn't even know he had kids. He hides them very well from the public's eye, doesn't he? He protects those children, doesn't he?
Nearly 4 decades later, these three key figures in the Murdoch succession story.
Oh, those are his sons right there. There they are. There they are. Look how proud they are of their father with their stupid little carnations on their lapels. Don't you want to just take those carnations out and stab them right in their fucking eyes? Their greedy little fucking eyes. Dude, did I just lose... Why did I just lose half of my viewership? Does anybody know what just happened? Did a channel just drop? Guys, let me know. Let me know if one of my channels dropped. Is it because I'm playing this? One and a half minutes in. Can anybody tell me where everybody just went? Can anybody see anybody just leave one of the chats? Like a whole bunch of people all at once? Never heard of him. Hey, Phil. I just lost like half of my viewership. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to keep watching. This is interesting. I want to see what the fuck.
CORI are no longer in the same tent. In 2019, Rupert Murdoch splintered his media empire, selling its biggest assets to Disney and breaking up the family business.
I never thought we'd sell, the TV studio or the film studio. It provides a cathartic moment for all of us. And James has gone through that and decided that he would like to use this moment to go out and do something on his own.
I saw this as an opportunity that is just so unique, right? To be able to start at not too advanced an age, but to completely reset and work for myself.
The Commander-in-Chief and the President of the United States, my friend Donald J. Trump.
The resistible rise of Donald Trump and his influence over their Fox News cable network caused a rift in the family.
Thank you to my very good friend.
Do you see that fucking fake-ass hug?
There's only one Rupert that we know.
You want to see a fake-ass hug? Watch this.
His influence over their Fox News
It's fucking hard to watch.
caused a rift in the family.
you to my very good...
Molly. 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 Molly.
You see Rupert Murdoch is pushing him away? He's got his hands up like that. Who hugs someone like this? Who hugs someone like that? That is fucked up, dude. That's like... Dude. It's so cold-blooded and disgusting and stupid looking.
The irresistible rise of Donald Trump and his influence over their Fox News cable network caused a rift in the family.
Get away from me. Look at that. Get away from me. Get away from me. He's controlling him. He's holding his arm. Get away from me. Pushes him away. Who hugs like that? God, what a weirdo, man. Fucking weirdo.
Thank you to my very good friend, Rupert Murdoch. There's only one Rupert that we know.
More and more, the network became the Trump network.
Trump's behavior and the power of Fox in the Trump era split James and Lachlan. And that split really troubled Rupert.
The animosity that this created grew kind of ever more fierce, and to the point where James could really no longer get along with his father, barely with his brother, and creating this situation where Murdoch didn't see how he could pass this company to his children.
I just had to clear my throat out, sorry.
The Fox News family.
Who controls my voice? Nobody.
There isn't a day that goes by where...
Sean Hannity says, who controls my voice? Nobody. And they're going to prove that Rupert Murdoch speaks right through Sean Hannity. Watch this shit.
I'm not ashamed or troubled by my association with what I think is the biggest purveyor of misinformation in the world, which is the Murdoch media empire.
What you saw Fox becoming was an ethically and morally corrupt enterprise. The United States of America gave Rupert Murdoch a great deal, and he repaid it by doing a great deal of harm.
It's crazy.
Now the inside story of Fox News from those who were there.
I think that they allowed the former president to dictate what news they put out to the American people. We're in a dangerous political climate in our country right now, sort of on the precipice of whether or not we're going to actually believe facts.
Says this dumb bought Fox bitch. You know, she worked for Fox. She was on Fox and Friends for years. She was the dumb cunt that you would see every morning lying through her fucking little fucking weasel teeth. And here she is finally speaking out against it. Well, kudos to you, you fucking dumb cunt. We remember you. Can you believe she was she won some kind of a Miss America pageant for her state? Can you believe that? That fucking narrow-eyed, Weasley-looking fucking rat bitch. God damn, we're stupid. We voted her beautiful? Really? Did you ask her any questions at all? I mean, did you look at her little fixated stare? She's not attractive. God, she's ugly.
We're not.
What cable news runs on?
Ugly fucking bitch.
And what fear leads to is hatred. If we don't find in the United States a healthier way to...
And this motherfucker right here, this guy works for Fox News and he sees it all. He's there all the time, man. He's doing those polls and shit, and he sees exactly what the fuck those motherfuckers are all about. It's very interesting to hear from this guy. I always wondered, because this guy kind of keeps it real. He's the pollster. So he's more interested in the reality of shit instead of bullshit, instead of a narrative, you know? He wants to hear what people are really saying.
To run the news business, we're going to fall apart. This is killing us.
It is important for Fox to report what Trump's henchmen say.
Henchmen.
It has to be reported.
Henchmen.
Buying into it and selling it is the problem.
I hope you're enjoying this as much as me.
People can get killed.
I'm so glad that this was produced after January 6th. Awesome. Awesome. You get the whole fucking picture.
We saw on January 6 how President Donald Trump's stolen
Let's
election
dab.
lies provoked.
I'm late for 420, I think.
Fox News didn't send the mob, but its worst outrage generators certainly fueled its anger. Trump wasn't alone in his assault on the truth, but he could never have
What is
spread
she
the
wearing?
lies so widely without
Dumb
his most
bitch.
reliable echo chamber, the Murdoch own and run Fox News. Tonight on Four Corners, how
The fuck are you, I Dream of Jeannie?
cable news network became a propaganda vehicle for Donald Trump and helped destabilize.
What is that, silk? Nobody's wearing silk anymore, you stupid bitch. Hey, Enoch, what's up, son? Cheers, everybody. Happy 420, late, about 11 minutes. Cheers.
Our next challenge is to build a 24-hour Fox News channel. Once again, we will be the insurgents in a business of very strong incumbents.
What better place for a 24-hour news channel than the city that doesn't sleep?
New York?
Like Donald Trump, Fox News is a creature of New York.
What a waste of time in a fucking documentary. Just get to the goddamn meat, you stupid bitch. Go! God, you fucking idiots.
To understand how Fox News effectively became the Trump network, we need to go back to its beginnings, back to 1996, with Murdoch's insurgency against the major networks.
Fox News channel, fair and balanced, where news is going.
Everybody's seen it, has been there for years. There's no room for my news channel, and we tried it. We put a different viewpoint, if you like. I would say fair and balanced from the very beginning. The mantra, the slogan, the branding of the company was fair and balanced. We report, you decide.
We've been very lucky in being able to obtain the services of Mr. Roger Ailes.
Roger Ailes was Murdoch's first recruit. As Fox News' founding CEO, Ailes was the network's creator and its dark eminence.
I'm glad he's dead.
Restore objectivity.
I'm glad you're dead, motherfucker. Woohoo! Roger Ailes dead.
Yes.
Roger Ailes dead. Yeah, yeah.
It was also sort of elitist, and it might have been its elitism more than its left-wing stance that motivated Fox in the first place.
Good morning. Welcome to Fox News Channel.
This is Fox News Now. All the news.
Murdoch's news channel began broadcasting in October 1996.
Topping our news this morning.
Roger Ailes was there, pulling the strings behind the scenes.
I had 10 years of a good life after high school, obviously.
The experience of working for Roger was the experience of working for a guy.
This is the former Fox political editor. This guy. So this guy knows everything about Fox News. This should be really interesting.
That's right. But the thing that he knew most of all, and this is really what is too bad about his demise, what he knew most of all was that you had to keep that fair and balanced concept, right?
Roger Ailes came from my world. He came from the world of politics.
Susan Estrich and Roger Ailes were unlikely friends. They met in 1988 when she was campaign manager for presidential candidate Democrat Michael Dukakis. Ailes was very much on the other side, the favored media guru of three Republican presidents, Nixon, Reagan, and George Bush.
Huh.
I spent more time on his air, promoting Obama, promoting Hillary Clinton. I mean, he didn't have to give me his airtime.
So she's a blue waiver and he's a fucking red waiver. This just shows you, I mean, we obviously know this, but it just shows you these people are so aligned with the party beliefs that they literally just conform. Oh yeah, a woman doesn't have a right to choose. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Do you? Is it really? Did you come up with that all on your own, you fucking cuck bitch?
He did.
Thanks very much to Roger Ailes, who runs this corporation.
There she is.
Giving me this opportunity.
There's that dumb bitch.
Yeah. Gretchen Carlson was one of Fox News' biggest stars for 11 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be in the olden days where you had a show called Hannity and Combs.
Hey, bitch. Guilty, okay? You're fucking guilty. Now that you're coming out and speaking about it doesn't mean shit. For 11 years, you sat there with your fucking thumb up your ass, taking their money, spouting their narrative, and lying to the American people every fucking day of your life. You're a cunt. Look at the smile on her face, man. Fuck this dumb bitch.
The right opinion and the left opinion. And that was actually entertaining because you could watch it and you could say, oh yeah, I kind of see it that way and I kind of see it this way. That just doesn't exist.
It's called spin and lying. Oh, I see it this way. Oh, I see it that way too. Because you're an idiot.
Sexual predator.
There's only one way to see reality, man.
Expect to have a good word to say about him.
It's like what I just tweeted this. I just tweeted this about Tim Pool the other day. You know what I said? I said Tim Pool cherry picks facts to combat reality. Yeah. That's it. And that's all these cunts did while she was there for 11 years, and that's all they still do. They cherry pick facts to combat reality.
All of
just confirming your biased, untrue beliefs all day. Confirmation biasing all day.
The allegations and difficulties that Roger Ailes got himself into, I don't know exactly if he would have allowed Fox to become what it is today. He did, I think, in his own mind, believe in fair and balanced. And by the way, let me clarify that. I'm not saying it was run better. I'm saying that I don't believe he would have allowed it to get to this point. He would have called up Trump and, said, knock it off, right? And he did in the past.
Hey, John Lee, I have no idea what you're trying to say there. Maybe rewrite it so I can understand it. I'll do this so you guys can see what he says. It says it doesn't make sense. John Lee, I don't understand what you're trying to say. So read what you said and try to retype it so I can understand what you're talking about.
He had known what a monster he personally was. We knew that he was robust, told dirty jokes. There was a little bit of eye rolling, but no idea that he was a sexual predator, no idea that the kinds of heinous acts that would later be revealed. Roger was falling apart due to his horrific sins, right? He was curdling from the inside out.
For more than 10 years, Chris Steiwalt was Fox News' Washington-based political editor.
These people worked for this company for 10 years. How do you justify something like that?
He spent much of his career reporting on political machinations in the US Capitol. But his story of the toxic culture he witnessed inside Fox has all the drama of a political power play. The
Great.
key players
Let's
were
hear
Roger
about
Ailes, Rupert Murdoch, and both of Murdoch's sons.
Roger Ailes kept Rupert Murdoch out of the company in every way that he...
Yeah, John Lee... I don't know what you're talking about. Still, John Lee, I still don't know what you're talking about. You're not making any sense. I mean, you're not even willing to go out in the street and march and hold up a sign, bro. You know? Right. Hey, man, why aren't you out protesting then? What are you talking about taking over the government? Why aren't you not even marching? People aren't even marching, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about a militia taking over the government? That's fucking hilarious. It's a joke. What's your problem with homelessness exactly? Oh, you're saying that people are going to be homeless because they're being kicked out, they're being evicted because of the moratorium? I see. You came in and immediately started responding to the title of the video. I gotcha. You did march? Well, you need to bring some more folks with you, bro. Maybe you could start a thing. because Cori Bush and AOC didn't do shit. You're talking about veterans being homeless? Is that what you're talking about? You got to get people, before you can start talking about militias and shit, bro, you got to get people on the same page, bro. You know, we've got Tim Pool with hundreds of thousands of people listening to him. He's not making any sense at all. H.A. Goodman, thousands of people watching him. He's not making any sense at all. Right? We're all over the place, man. You got people that watch Sam Cedar. He's got 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He makes no sense at all. He's a cheerleader for AOC and the squad and Joe Biden. Does that make sense to you? Yet he's got 1 million subscribers on YouTube. That's a lot of people. Hey, Tula. You know, until we get a central figure that most of us can agree with and follow and get behind, we're not going to have what you're working towards, bro. You know, because now we got the internet, and there's too many places for us to disagree with each other. You know, back in the day, people just joined a cause because they knew it was right. Now everyone's got a reason not to. You know what I'm saying? People works to fill greedy landlord pockets. Yeah. I think new America needs to happen. Like new... Yeah, that's not going to happen. You need to... John Lee, you need to work towards living off grid and feeding yourself. Eating yourself. Feeding yourself. Getting your own water. That's what you need. You have that, John? You're a veteran. Do you have that in your life? Do you have a well? Or do you live on a river? In a van. Down by it. This guy looks like he's saluting Adolf Hitler right now, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, bro? Yeah, you doing a little Sikh healing there?
He possibly could in a long Titanic struggle between those guys.
It all started 15 years ago today. The Fox News channel started.
You know, that was the more laid back heel Hitler, you know, like they did in Hogan's Heroes, where the guys who were really high up, the more black your uniform was, right? You get down to where they'd have like a fucking black swastika. You know those guys were real bad, and they're just like, you know, and everybody else is like all stiff body, fucking postured up. They're like, yeah, okay, so you know, it's like they're just swatting a fly. Yeah, you should meet Hitler. That's what it was. Yeah, you should meet him. He's not that much. He's no big deal.
15
Hey,
years, that was fast.
Billy, too soon, bro? Billy, too soon?
That's right.
There are very few recorded moments of Rupert Murdoch and Roger Ailes talking together about the network they created.
15 years ago, exactly. 15 years ago. We haven't been off the air for a minute.
The network's 15th anniversary is one of those rare moments, and here they are, sitting opposite Gretchen Carlson on her breakfast show.
With the child molester.
You signed him. What made you think that this whole thing would work? I just had a hunch that, you know, there was room for another point of view and another service. I don't like monopolies when I see them, so...
In a few years, Carlson will bring down the big man, using recordings of his sexual harassment of her.
And of course, that's what makes Mr. Ailes is not only a brilliant man in television, but his funny quips like that.
But not today. Today was a celebration of his genius for reaching conservative viewers.
See how he wasn't looking at her while she was addressing him? He was looking away. That was creepy.
Krauthammer, our friend, said that we discovered secret niche in broadcasting half the American people.
Niche.
And a time to
I say
suck up to
niche.
Rupert.
Rupert
Niche.
Murdoch is extraordinary in many ways. He really is
An
genius.
evil genius.
But there were tensions below the surface between Murdoch and Ailes.
Roger made no secret of his delight in besting the Murdochs. It was one of his true pleasures, and he was not shy about bragging about it, nor was he shy about complaining about their attempts to interfere.
He backed it, was always there when I needed advice or help, but really let me run it. Now, if I'd screwed it up, I'd be dead. Fortunately, I didn't screw him up.
Ailes counted on Rupert's support, but he was increasingly worried that the Murdoch sons were out to get him.
Quarter of the hour, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabis
Fox
is
had
for
been
all.
an issue in the Murdoch family, and with James Murdoch being more and more increasingly opposed to what Fox stood for.
There was a sort of a bit of a corporate empire that was built up within Fox News. It had too much independence, perhaps.
By 2016, as he embarked on his fourth marriage with Jerry Hall, the patriarch seemed to be handing over the empire to his sons. After a decade out of the family business, the prodigal son Lachlan was back as an executive at 21st Century Fox, and Rupert had stepped aside to make James the company's CEO. This power shift would prove fatal for Roger Ailes.
There certainly was tension between Roger's view and James's view, and James was much more liberal.
Fucking evil motherfucker.
Roger played up the idea that the Murdochs were liberal.
Cheers, everybody.
Come in and make Fox be liberal.
These dabs are for you.
Meetings and talked about it out of some desire, probably, to create anxiety inside the company. That I am the one who will protect you, right-wing opinion mongers. I will protect you because they want to get rid of you.
Roger told me that he had not endeared himself to James Murdoch. Blood is thicker than water, I used to say to Roger. You don't know how to do your own politics. I mean, you're in there attacking the son to the father. You think it's not going to come around. It's got to come around.
It was Gretchen Carlson who gave the young Murdochs the excuse to bring down Roger Ailes.
After my story, there was an investigation, and, Ailes himself was fired just 2 weeks after my case.
21st Century Fox, the parent company of Fox News, now controlled by James and Lachlan, handled the investigation.
We had an allegation that was public and that had to be investigated. It was a serious allegation. There was a big spotlight on it.
With Roger Ailes, what we were able to do is go and hire an independent law firm, an outside law firm, to work for us, and not technically independent, but work for us to go in and investigate all the allegations, which included speaking to the women involved, corroborating the stories,
and then paying them off to remain silent.
I can't talk about the culture at Fox News.
Carlson's secret recordings of her meetings with Roger Ailes corroborated her allegations. His own words supporting her most damaging claim, that her contract was cancelled as a direct and proximate result of her refusing Ailes' sexual advances. She would eventually settle with Fox News for $20 million US. There's a number of things that you can't discuss here.
Look at that forehead. Oh my God.
Yeah, because I signed,
Both of them.
unfortunately, a stringent NDA. Not knowing that we'd actually kick off a cultural revolution and that we'd actually be discussing now how women shouldn't be silenced anymore. And had I known then what I know now, I would have never signed it.
And that's a non-disclosure agreement.
It's a non-disclosure agreement which says that I can never say anything about what happened to me there or any of the people that were involved.
There's a
Have you asked
garter
what the
snake
Murdoch
right
can issue
outside.
from the NDA?
Yes. Several of us who have NDAs at Fox News after harassment claims have asked to be released from our NDAs, and we have not heard anything back.
During the internal investigation, Roger Ailes called on his old Democrat friend and lawyer Susan Estrich to run his defense. He'd already brought in a private detective to investigate Gretchen Carlson's life.
I said to him, there are two ways to defend a sexual harassment case like this. One is by going out and out, attack the complainants, the victims, nuts and sluts. I coined the phrase, the nuts and sluts defense, right? She's either crazy or she's a slut or she's one of both. I said, if you want somebody to do that, I am the last person in the world to get. If, on the other hand, our goal here is to try to do this in a dignified way, to try to secure for you the most dignified exit we can, then I'll be good at that. Okay, that I know how to do, all right?
Estrich negotiated a departure package for Ailes worth more than $70 million directly with Rupert Murdoch.
When it came to the terms, I found both he's sitting on one side of me and Lachlan sitting on the other side of me, very eager and supportive of providing to Roger and his family what they needed so that we could have, as much as you can have in that circumstance, a transition which didn't destroy the network.
Chris Steiwalt witnessed the final act of Roger Ailes' downfall from inside Fox News.
He was growing increasingly paranoid. He was growing increasingly incoherent in his ramblings. He was changing in front of our eyes. What we did not know, of course, was that he was a sick man who was desperately afraid that his marriage, his life, his career were about to be incinerated by his vices.
It took us 13 days from the time we had the first, we learned of the first allegation against Roger Ailes until the time we sort of walked him out of the building.
In the end, the Murdoch brothers locked the sick and corrupted Roger Ailes out of the building that had become his fiefdom.
It is completely unacceptable for men, and particularly, unfortunately, we're seeing powerful men, to have and allow or engage in harassment in the workplace. And the fact that we're going through this sort of cathartic moment, not just in media, but as we see throughout all of society, all sort of business and elsewhere, I think it's a tremendous thing. And I think we come out of this as a community, far, far stronger.
It seems that memo didn't get to Rupert.
How harmful has the whole raft of allegations about sexual harassment at Fox News been for the business? That's all nonsense. There was a problem with our chief executive. Over the years, but isolated instance, as soon as we investigated, he was out of the place in hours. Well, 3 or 4 days. There's been nothing much since then. Now, of course, but that was largely political because we're conservative.
That is a complete disservice to the myriad of women who worked at Fox News who were subjected to harassment and retaliation, and to all women and men across the world who have been a part of this pervasive epidemic. It's not just at Fox.
They're called garter snakes, or ribbon. Out here on the West Coast, also called ribbon snakes, garter snake. It looks just like my garden hose. It's the exact same colors as my garden hose. So I think you guys got the misinformation. I was talking shit when I was making that video. I was talking some shit. Dude, my stomach doesn't feel good. It's all tore the fuck up. Because I've been eating pizza. I had pizza yesterday. Get used to not using electricity. Good doggy. Bacon? You. Somebody's cooking up some bacon. Or get some solar panels, Billy. Your doggy is a good doggy. It's a good doggy. Your doggy's guarding the bacon. That's a good doggy. It's guarding the bacon. I'll retweet that shit, motherfucker. Psst. Psst. Forever blocked. Psh. Unreal. No, I talk shit about that motherfucker all the time, dude. I call him a little man and shit. I'm like, you're a little man with... I said, you and Tim Pool, two small men with small minds. I think we should do a cage match. Michael Malice and Tim Pool versus just me. What do you guys say? So I'll have to throw 2 elbows instead of 1. I think I can do it. Michael Malice is another misinformant. Tim Pool, misinformant. Michael Malice, misinformant. You need to watch out for these fucking idiots. You know? These cherry-picking misinformants. Why would pizza tear up my stomach? Because it's a goddamn frozen pizza, hippie chick. All you did was ask him to unblock me, which he did. He did unblock me. And then he blocked you for asking to unblock me. Yeah, that's funny. So I could call him a small man with a small mind. Dude, I harass him on Twitter all the time. He says the dumbest shit. You know, he's an asshole. It's like he makes trolling look like a fucking handshake, bro. He makes trolling look like a fucking hug. That motherfucker. You know, when I see the things that he says to people, and the people engage him on the internet, and he talks back to them, and I look at what he says, and I laugh and I laugh and I laugh. It's funny as shit. But he's vicious. And when he's being an asshole and spreading misinformation, it really pisses me off. So just the fact that he gives credit to Jesse Lee Peterson is a problem, you know? I mean, it's funny what he said about Jesse Lee Peterson, that he was an in real life, what was it? I can't remember the character he said is an in real life, fuck, dude, I can't remember. I'd have to check the I got my Twitter here. I got my Twitters right here. I could probably go to my tweets and replies. I just happen to have Twitter up. All right, here, let's see. Tweets and replies. Exactly as I predicted. Steve Brule. I said, referencing Tim and Eric in no way takes the power out of what those two did to Jesse and what you would never have the stones to do, little man. Fucking pizza yesterday. I didn't even eat any of that shit today. Did I? Or did I? No, I couldn't have, right? I wouldn't have done that. Do you want to come in the house, little dude? Are we cool? Are we cool, little dude? Hey, little dude, are we cool, or... Really? Okay, we're not cool. We're not cool. Get in here, it's hot out there. And smoky. Fuck that smoke. I don't want you guys going out in that smoke. It's not healthy, man. That's why we got all the air conditioners blasting. And the fan of the house is blasting. And we got all the doors closed and shit. That's why. Man, I wish they had 3, 4, and 5 times speed on YouTube. Fast forward. Why does it only stop at 2 times speed? You know, you could like, let's say you want to find every time that I ever did something like blue smoke rings, and you could go through at 5 times speed my videos. You know how quick you'd be able to do that, to find those segments and clip them out. You could do it with a cell phone. You know, you start recording on your cell phone and you hit pause instead of stop. You just record me blowing smoke rings, hit pause, go fast forward to the next time I'm blowing smoke rings. You know, I wouldn't do smoke rings. I'm just saying, that would be easy to find. Me playing guitar, that would be easy to spot, you know? You're looking for all the times I played music and you're trying to do like a musical thing. But, you know, it's only 2 times speed. Every time I ever got up and danced, every time I ever did character, you know, if my arms were like this, you could find that really fast. Psh, unreal. Nobody's even doing characters anymore, pal. What are you even talking about? Nobody does that. Psh. Unreal, pal. Psh. Unreal. Psh. Unreal. You know, for making videos and shit. I don't know why I'm even talking about that. My PC froze earlier today during the live stream. That was crazy. It just, we were just sitting there and I was doing something in the video, right? And I look up at me, which is right in front of me, and I was still looking down, and I was like, it froze. And I'm like, no problem. I'm like, we're still live. I'm like, it does this every once in a while. It'll just start going again. So I waited. I waited a little longer. I was like, after about 10 seconds, I went for my mouse, right? I started moving my mouse, and my mouse wouldn't move. I was like, oh, fuck. So then I sat there, waited a little longer. It was not coming back. All 3 of my monitors were up, but the computer had frozen. No blue screen, just frozen monitors, all 3 of them, and they looked normal. It's just, I was like this. I was doing something weird. You know, I looked weird. Do you guys remember the last thing you saw on that video? Was I in like some kind of was I looking satanic? Here's why the Supreme Court just voted to expose millions to risk of eviction. Okay, let's do that. Because that's what this video is about. About 7.4 million Americans are at risk of eviction in the coming months. About 16% of all renters. Oh, the fucking... You want to go outside, cat? Don't fuck with that snake. Or you want to lay down? Why don't you just lay down right there? Yeah, lay down. Stay in the house. I don't want you out in that fucking smoke. You got little tiny cat lungs. You don't need to be breathing in that smoke. You little fuck stick. All right, so... That's 16% of all renters, man, in the United States. Here's why the Supreme Court just voted to expose millions to risk of eviction. The Supreme Court ruled by a 6-3 vote on Thursday to strike down Biden's eviction ban. The ruling came only 3 weeks after Biden issued the 60-day ban, covering most of the United States' previous bans were ruled unconstitutional. Did I say covering? Most of the U.S. previous bans were ruled unconstitutional, but kept in place as cases kept rising. Here's why. Why? It doesn't say, and then it doesn't say why. Here's why. Here's why the Supreme Court just voted to expose millions. Okay, now I got to click on a link. Watch, it's going to have one of those ad blocker things. BusinessInsider.com. Here's why the Supreme Court just voted. Okay. The ruling came only 3 weeks after Biden issued the 60-day ban. So, Cori Bush got you 3 weeks instead of 2 months. Oh, it looks like you're using an ad blocker. I disabled my ad blocker. Just for you. Previous bans were ruled unconstitutional but kept in place as cases kept rising. When President Joe Biden... Let me move this over. Issued a 60-day ban on evictions of most renters nationwide earlier this month. He noted that upholding the ban would be legally challenging. He was right. After months of debate over the legality of banning evictions nationwide, the Supreme Court had the final say and shut down the moratorium. About 7.4 million Americans are at risk of eviction in the coming months, about 16% of all renters, according to Census Pulse survey data. The cat wants out. On August 3rd, Biden's Centers for Disease Control and Prevention issued the new evictions ban following pressure from progressives after a nationwide ban had just lapsed on July 31st. The new one was not as sweeping, but Biden said at the time it would apply to high outbreak areas, effectively 90% of renters nationwide. He also said it risked getting struck down in court. You know, like he said, us getting out of Afghanistan is contingent on the Taliban not bombing the airport. Any call for a moratorium based on the Supreme Court's recent decision is likely to face obstacles, Biden said at a news conference. Yeah, right. He cited a July opinion from Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh that stated any eviction ban extension would need to come from Congress. By a 6-3 vote on Thursday, the court ruled that CDC does not have the sweeping authority that it asserts and upheld Kavanaugh's opinion. So it's better just to throw people out on the street, and I'm going to tell you why. Do you want to know why the Supreme Court's not just playing ball? Because they speak for corporations. People like Brett Kavanaugh speak for corporations, right? And they all want more homeless people that they can put in prison. They want to fill up their prisons with innocent people, with non-violent offenders. That's the game. That's what's going on right now. It's like, you know, I've been telling you for a long time, and it's just like I said. It's a prison planet, my friends. Half a line. You want to go outside? What the hell? Sorry, did I hurt you? Ugh. It's a prison planet. Alex Jones named his goddamn website after Prison Planet. You understand what that means? It's a power structure based on imprisoning people. And he got that part right. And this is what they're doing. They're trying to kick people out of their homes so they get a bunch of nonviolent offenders that are out on the street. Now they just banned homelessness so they can lock these people up and throw them in prison and profit off of them. They're going to take their kids and put them into homes, and there's going to be an influx of children, and boy, they love that too. What are they going to do with all those kids? We're talking about very evil people. Alex Jones talks about this all the time, and I never know how much of it is true, but look at this Ghislaine Maxwell. You know? Look at her. Look at her buddy. They killed him. They killed himself in prison. And look who were they were running around with. Who they were friends with. Bill Gates. They were friends with the Clintons. They were friends with Donald Trump. Right? All the powerful people hanging out with child traffickers. So don't even question why they want more children in the system. When I put down the website that I was getting, the state vaccine info from, that it went against their rules. Right, Barry? You guys, look at what Barry Slomowitz just said in the chat when it comes up. He said, hey, Nate, check this out. When I put down the website that I was getting the state vaccine info from in your room, I got a warning from Facebook that it went against their rules. You know, reporting numbers of states. All he was doing was putting information of states that have the, you know, from the highest to lowest vaccine rate among their population. Hi, Tula. Did I already say hello to you? I'm sorry. I'm really high. Tula, are you watching, watching Lark Davis on YouTube? Lark Davis on YouTube. I was just watching this thing about, he was talking about what he's invested his crypto in and how much percentage. He's at like 32% of his portfolio is Bitcoin. I'm at like 50, I could tell you exactly, 51.28% Bitcoin. 51.28% of my portfolio. Hey, number one gaming, what's up, buddy? It's going good, man. Yeah, I said hi to you already. Hippie chick, I'm really high also. Yeah, I wish I had a fucking antacid pill right here. I'd fucking eat it. I don't know where they are. I wish I had a cell phone. I'd call her. Ugh. Fucking pizza, man. Didn't hurt me until today. I guess because I forgot to take my pills yesterday. Because I didn't eat pizza today. We have money for... Wait, I did eat pizza today. I ate fucking pizza today. Didn't I? No, I didn't eat pizza today. I don't know. This is called early onset dementia, or what I like to call Alzheimer's disease. I did not eat pizza today. It's going to be okay, everybody. Going a little bit crazy is all right in today's world, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, I built me a raft and she's ready for floating. Oh, Mississippi, she's calling my name. Catfish are jumping, that paddle wheel pumping. Black water keep rolling on down just the same. Oh, black water. Hey, I see a lot of you are already leaving, so those people can already suck my dick. For those of you, before you leave, I need to tell you there is a massive hurricane coming to the middle of the eastern side of the United States. Tennessee, you guys, there's going to be massive flooding. Just be fucking careful. Nashville area, all right? So I know people are going to leave because I'm playing guitar, but I really care enough about you to just warn you before you walk out on me and stick a knife in my back, because I'm going to play you a song on my guitar. You know. No black water, keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, keep on shining. No black water, keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, keep on shining on the old black water. Keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, keep on shining on me. Keep on shining your lights, gonna make everything gonna make everything alright. And I ain't got no worries, 'cause I ain't in no hurries at all. Well, if it rains, I don't care, don't make no difference to me. Just take that streetcar and burn it uptown. Oh yeah, I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland and dance at a honky tonk, and I'll buy drinks all around. Oh, black water, keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, keep on shining on the old black water. Keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on the old black water. Keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, keep on shining on me. Keep on shining your lights, gonna make everything, well, mama's gonna make everything alright. And I ain't got no worries, 'cause I ain't in no hurries at all. I like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by the hand and take it by the hand. Pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long. Like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by the hand, take it by the hand. Pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long. I like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by the honky tonk, take a honky tonk, with you all night long. I like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by the hand, and take it by the hand, pretty mama, just your mama all night long. I like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by. Come on, baby, come on, baby, yeah. I like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama, come and take me by. Thank you. And to the 4 people that left, I say, fucking put your mouths on that and suck it. Put your fucking fat mouths on that and suck it. And everybody else, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you guys. Working on it. It'll happen. It'll happen, man. I know it's going to happen. I can feel it. I can see it right here. I can see it, dude. I'm going to have 4 soon. gonna do it. I'm doing good, man. How are you? I'm doing good, bro. Doing good, bro. I hope none of you are affected by this eviction thing. Oh my god, the thing Billy did made a little video. This is so fucking funny. Watch this. It says, most mornings I do this until At Nays Garden comes out on, then I can go to work. Okay? Watch this video, guys. It's fucking hilarious.
Nine hours ago, damn it. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh. 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 Damn it. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh. Damn it. Refresh. Damn it. 9 hours ago. Damn it. Refresh.
You're not subscribed to my channel, you motherfucker. What are you behind a VPN, bro? You're not subscribed to my channel. You're not logged into a YouTube account. What are you, creeping around the internets? Billy, what are you doing, Billy? You're not subscribed to my channel, Billy. Damn it, refresh. Damn it, refresh. Damn it, refresh. 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 Damn it, refresh. Damn it. Okay, Kevin B, did you guys think that was funny? You could retweet that video. It's fucking hilarious. That's the kind of shit I love. I retweeted it. Did you guys retweet it? It's got 3 retweets, guys. Damn it, refresh. I want a shirt that says, damn it, refresh on it. Nays Garden. Damn it, refresh. Sign up for notifications, bro. You won't have to do that. Right? Isn't that what the notifications are for? So you don't have to do that? They want to be there right when I start. Is that what Debbie does? 4-name girl. 4-name girl. 4-name girl. Are you here? 4-name Deb. Do you refresh like Billy does in the morning? Damn it, refresh. Damn it, refresh. Damn it. Aha! It was funny, right? Right, Dommy Dom? Oh. The tea's probably not helping my belly, is it? I need more definition. I need more definition. I'm going to have to work. I'm going to have to go to work on my belly. I need more definition here. You have to do more push-ups. Becoming an addiction. There's plenty of time to do it, though. See, that's the thing. You got time throughout the day to just do a couple sets, man, and that's all you got to do. Whenever you're thinking about it. Showing my belly? No, I'm allowed to show my belly. You're allowed to show your belly on Facebook. Especially when you're talking about losing weight. We're talking about losing weight, bro, and I'm using my my body as a reference so people can see that eating sugar kills them. They're going to be fine with that. It's as long as you're not exposing your body in a sexual manner. That's the problem. Your belly can't be the focus of a show. You know? In other words, I couldn't do the whole show with the camera just pointed at my stomach. But for an example like that, yeah, they're cool with that. I show my belly on every fucking show, bro. So people can see the... and you know what's crazy? My waist size is increasing. My waist size is increasing. My belt... I went down a belt loop before, and now I've gone back up one loop. For the most part. I mean... I don't know, man. I guess maybe... If I look at it, I'm probably... Yeah, right now I am one belt loop off. So, I don't know what that is all about. Because my weight right now is like 173 or something. You know, I'm having a very hard time getting under 170. And I've been there for a long time. But I'm going to keep eating fucking sugar-free brownies, so oops. You need more definition? Do more reps. Put some weight, strap some weight on when you're doing them. You know, I was thinking that after a while, I could put my boots on, or I could actually put weight on my feet or on my lap when I'm doing those dips to make myself heavier. But, you know, if I really want to try, I mean, I need to go all the way down as low as I can, you know. I don't always do that. That would help immensely if I would do that. You know? And that'll really build me up in here. Because I can feel it, man. And it'll probably build my triceps up. Is this okay, Barry? Look at that. Showing off my guns today. Thanks, Barry. Thank you, Barry. Thank you very much. I'm trying. I'm trying. I am. I'm putting a little effort in. Take a little screenshot of that. Click. You love this show? Thanks, brother. I mean, I'm doing some labor outside too. It helps. When you apply your body in such a way, you posture up while you're doing whatever labor it is that you're doing, and you use your muscles in a healthy way. You could do the same labor and kill your body and rip yourself apart. Or you can... I remember this one thing this guy told me years ago. I was moving out of an apartment. We were carrying a couch. And he was at the bottom. He was a stronger guy than me. He was carrying the couch and I was carrying the other side of it. And I was walking downstairs with him, and you could see I was carrying it low and kind of hunched over, and he looked up and he says, "Don't let it beat you, man. Don't let it beat you." And I fucking stood up and I carried it, and I used my muscles to do it. I remember, and I've always applied that saying when I'm doing work outside, even if I'm fucking vacuuming the carpet. If you just, you do something, even if I'm walking up this hill here next to my house, there's a hill that comes up right here to get up the stairs. Even if you just want to go down to the grow, there's a big hill. So I posture up and I march up it and I use all my muscles. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it makes a difference. And if you're conscious about using your muscles throughout the day, let me give you an example. All right, I'm going to give you a great example. This just happened to me. Because I was just fucking around. Toll-free calls calling me. I'm getting a toll-free call. Look at that. Something as simple as this. 2 milk containers filled with water. 8 pounds each. And you want to work on your triceps? $16 pounds on your triceps. Right there. You know, hopefully they won't explode and drop water all over you, because that would be funny if that happened. But I've been lugging these around just for the health benefit. You know? Well, it's helping me. And plus cutting out the sugar has helped a lot too. I had coffee this morning. That probably didn't help my stomach either. Watching Rogan. We've been live for quite some time. I'm going to go ahead and cut you guys loose. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tonight, probably after 7:10, I would think. But I don't know. Maybe 7:10, maybe later. Maybe not at all. I don't know. If not, then I'll see you in the morning. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hashtag keep it open. You guys take care. Bye, guys. You want to go outside, Rogie? What do you want? I got to fill out an order, too. Oh, wait. Boom. That was easy. Griffin's order. I'm going to go get his envelope and put his address on this and probably go run it down to the mailbox. All right. You guys take care. Bye now. You guys want to see this? You guys have all seen this, right? Oh, man. He's loving that when he opens that up. Look at that. Oh, God. Don't you want that? Hashtag keep it open. Dami, Karen, Trendy Nick. Yeah, keep it open. I love it. Hashtag keep it open to keep the fucking show open, guys. Hashtag keep it open to keep the show open, guys. How many of those can I get? I'm not playing it, man. I'm serious when I say that. How many of the... I'll keep it open if you guys do that. There he is, Griffin. Griffin, I got you, son. I'm going to go take care of Griffin. What? What? My visa. My visa. Visa. How many hashtag keep it opens can I get? How many hashtag keep it opens can I get? From you people. From you people. From you people. Can I get some stuff? Come on, you want to close, don't you? You want to close? Oh, yes, you do, man. It just closes, man, barely. Oh my God, it's like it was designed just to fit this. Look at that. Look at that fit. If I stole somebody else's wave to fly up, bow, 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 bow. If I rose up with the avenue behind me, bow, 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 bow. Some kind of verb. Something unseen, a hand is motioning. To rise, to rise, to rise. Too fat, you must cut lean. You gotta take the elevator to the mezzanine. Chump, change, and it's on. Super bon, super bon, super bon. Alright, I'm gonna go do the label for this. It's only gonna take, hopefully, just a minute. And I'll be right back. Hold on. Ooh, everybody left. I got it all labeled up and ready to go. Fucking A, man. Thing's ready to go. Out the door. All you gotta do is go run it down. It's got a guitar pick in there. The flow. But everybody left, man. Okay. I thought all these people said keep it open. And half my audience left after all you guys said keep it open. Isn't that funny? All right. Well, I'll just go take care of that. All right. I will see you guys tonight. All right. Love you guys. Yeah. You guys be careful with this hurricane. All right. Be careful. I love you guys. Be careful. It's coming. That's why I stopped right in the middle of that song to warn. I saw people were leaving. Whatever, man. I try every day, man. I try really hard. I didn't mean to run people off with my music before to warn them about that fucking hurricane coming. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Bye, everybody. I'm going to refresh the page. It says there's only 8 of you here. It's unreal. Half of my audience left. Just making sure. It's unbelievable. Sitting here filling out an order for somebody. All right. You guys take care. Bye-bye.